Well, folks, welcome back to Smugglers Adventures. On today's adventure, we're going to be in Catalina. Look at that beautiful ship back there, and we're going to be a semi-submersible sub. After that, we'll be walking around, so come along with me on this fun undersea adventure. Look at that ship. She is a gorgeous. She's a big ship compared to all the other ships I've been on. I love her. Well, folks, good morning. This is my outfit day. It's literally what I wear all the time. You probably saw in the last video. Yes, I was wearing this. Yes, I do all the time I wear my clothes fit. But anyways, that's a different story. But yeah, they're just so comfortable. Yeah. Currently, right now, they're doing some work outside on my balcony, but it don't matter. It doesn't bother me. I know some people would complain and want to go grab more cruise credits or cash out. It honestly, the way I see it is we're on vacation, we're in their workplace, so they do have to maintain the ship and keep it up at all times. So literally, I actually enjoy seeing them work on the ship, knowing that it's well taken care of. Let's see what they're doing real quick. Okay, looks like they're actually doing a little bit of fiberglass. Looks like they're working on like a lifeboat. It don't bother me. But today I am going to have them clean my room. Yesterday I didn't want them cleaning it because it's your fun day at sea and you like to just veg out, and that's literally what I did yesterday. I just vegged out. But anyways, let's head off the ship to the tender because Catalina is a tender port, so you do have to go down to the lower deck to where they do tender, and then you'll take a small little boat to the island. Go ahead. Okay, to go down the stairs, we have to go to the Casino Royale, and unfortunately the elevators won't let us go down that low, so you have to get off on deck 4 and take the stairs down. Which is... No, I still haven't explored. I might explore this tonight. Do I gamble? No, because I'm trying to save my funds right now. But anyways, better sheet. Okay. That's my weakness. I love that casino or that slide. Hello.
Have your seatbelts ready?
It's a pretty good sized casino. I think that's on a low level, so you have to go find your way towards it. Let's go around. Nope. This is a very good sized casino because it looks like it goes all the way back there to the front of the ship. Planet Moolah. They want to try that one. There's another one I want to try. Oh, that one straight ahead. Quite a few slots I want to try, but I might take a walk when we get back, because I know while the casino is open, I don't believe you're able to do video recording. So when I get back, since it'll be closed, I'll probably do a quick walk around to see all the different slots they have. Literally, every time I see a slot, it's like flashing and it draws me in. I know that's what they're designed to do, but still, I love it. Alright, sorry it's a little loud, but honestly, to get off the cruise was a lot more, to get off the ship was a lot more easier. With Carnival, they have to scan it. As of Royal, you literally just tap your card. 10 out of 10 would recommend. As you can see today, it's such a beautiful day in Avalon. This morning when we did pull up, we did have a little bit of overcast. So if you look, it's actually starting to burn off now. Now, I have been to Avalon many times. I have done the golf carts. I have walked around. If you guys forget stuff, there's actually a bonds on the island. Just like that, we can get it off our tender, and now time to go to Pier 45. I've been to Catalina so many times, but if you see what that Till boathouse is, oh, you see actually going out right now, the semi-submersible. I'll be going on that, but we're going to meet up at Pier 45 where the Till building is. Okay, I was just kidding. You don't meet at the Till boathouse. You're actually going to meet pretty much when you get off the tender right here. There's going to be a Royal Caribbean worker here, and you meet right here, check in, and then we're going to walk over to the Till boathouse. But from now on, my excursion is at 11, so I'm going to go walk around for about 20-30 minutes and head back. And it looks like they're doing a little bit of work in Avalon. So here in Avalon, which is the little city or town that sits on Catalina, the water is so much more clear than Long Beach. Long Beach, the water is very cloudy and milky. We can't really see, but look, there's a bunch of little orange fishies at the bottom. I don't know where it went, but literally it's a semi-submersible sub, so it's like half underwater, and that's what we'll be going on. Plus you're able to feed the fishes, so there's like fish feeder torpedoes, which I want to purchase, so I'm able to feed the fishies. But look at little fishies. There's some bright orange fishes, but let's go take a little walk before it's time to go on an excursion. So when you do get off the ship, they do have construction going on. You're going to get up on this pier, you can walk. I believe you're able to cross. If not, there is a little, I'm not going to say it's a crosswalk because it's technically on the street, but right here's going to be where you could rent some golf carts so you can do a tour of the island. We did this one, and then one down the way that actually did a while back too, but you could rent your golf cart. One thing I probably would want to try is renting a bike here so I can puddle around some of the down streets and go see more instead of relying on a golf cart, but that'll probably be on the next trip. After this trip, we're going to do a little more exploring and
5-10 minutes.
Me and my cousin have been at least to remember that star turtle. That was pretty cool. And then here it's going to be the other golf cart rental. We have rented from both. I really give you like a 2-hour time limit to tour the whole island, and they give you a map, a 2-hour map, so you can follow the route they want to take. But let's go see a luxury bike rental.
Yeah, by there.
Sorry. I've had breakfast at the Pancake Cottage, which is actually pretty good too. I've been to this port quite a few times. I still have about 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm tracking my time so I can be back on time, but still, I know after my excursion I'll probably do some more walking around. Or should I say I will. Maybe I'll do a electric bike rental so I can go tour. Is this a new store? I think this is a new store. Let's go check it out. You know, I know how fashion changes, but one thing that's very in right now are tote bags. Just in general. All kinds of tote bags are in. I've first seen like little crowd parties / fanny packs and like my backpacks.
See how much I overtake.
So in this little shop, it's kind of funny. They have little jars, and if you can imagine what the jar says, what's inside it, I would $25 for, you know, a certain word insert in a jar. I would totally buy this and hand them out. Because you know how much times the stupidity, nope, I'm not gonna say it, but anyways, I would totally hand these out just because. If not, I was like, go to the, okay, I always stop by this store. It's where it has a bunch of hoodies and sweaters. Lately, me and my brother have been on a kick for stickers. I see plenty of stickers, but let's go see what new hoodies they have. You know, lately I have so much sweaters and hoodies. I just get too hot for them. Or honestly, at night, I barely sleep with the sheet and the door open. Stuff like your young one. Oh, that's cute! It's a little mermaid sweater. How cute is that? A little rainbow pastel shirt. Okay, we got some classics. Nothing really new. Looks like some of this. You know, I'll tell you how much times I've actually been on this island is that when you kind of see the styles. Oh. The Chicago Cubs. Maybe this is where they train. Oh, these are pretty cool. I have one of these. I usually get them in Mexico, but these are like a better quality. I'm just a fluffy person, so sometimes they never have a fluffy person size. But that's just me. So I'm gonna start walking back. It's about 10:35. It's gonna be a few minutes, but literally I'm going to start walking back so I'm on time. But look at that. She is a big girl. I'm telling you, this is the biggest ship I have been on. And you can see the North Star is actually up right now. I believe on port days it's complimentary, but during sea days you do have to pay to get on it, which I might get on it when I go back since it will be complimentary. And you can actually see Pinky, the bear, on the very top. That's where the seatplex is and the bumper cars. But let's start walking back so we don't miss our excursion. Can you imagine living on this island? Not that crowded, very peaceful. And it's mostly, say, a tourist destination, but still, I would love. And I believe there's like a waiting list to get on to bring your car on it. Otherwise, a lot of it's just golf carts. Good thing they went back a little early because they had lined up at 10:40. Then we departed at 10:45. Pretty much we got that the tender, and now we're following. See if the guy straight ahead with the sign. We're literally following him to go to the semi-submersible sub. So far we got about 30 people with us. I think there was supposed to be 32, but I think we did leave 2 behind, or they didn't show up on time. That's right. It's raining. I kind of knew they did see videos, but literally we're walking on here to head to where we need to be. They actually have a restaurant right here too, which is, I didn't know they had that here, but then I never really paid attention because we always went everywhere else besides the stores and the casino. U-boat dive. What's the popsicles are sold here? Okay, so that teal building is a fish and chip spot. Oh, look how different times they have for this semi-submersible. So ours is at 11:15. Okay. Look at that shit. So our semi-submersible sub is going to be the green one. I thought there was only one, but it looks like there's actually 2. And like I said, I am going to purchase some fish feed torpedoes so I can feed the fishies. And away we go. Now there's ramps of those, so you have a little bit of difficult walking the handrails, but I would be careful. I know when I talk, it probably sounds like I'm illiterate and like I'm trying to get my words out. I think it's just the way I talk. I gotta try to improve it and enunciate a little better. Also, too, these stairs are and narrow, so God, this way, some of these should be a step instead of that little porthole. I call COVID capsule, which is so much room. Where's it? I'm sitting next to the window. Does it sit? How does it? So on the other side, look at all these fish under up here. You would never think they're literally hiding underneath the pier. Look at all the fish. So unfortunately, I thought this submarine did have the fish feeders. Maybe it's only just a yellow one. So that's okay. It'll save you a little bit of money. But still, it would have been cool to send out fish feed torpedoes. I'm always so excited, especially when you try new things. I mean, like I said, this is the way that submarines should be at Disney. Literally with a good sized window, not the little small porthole where you can barely see anything. I mean, they literally squeeze you in there like sardines. And here, you have quite a bit of room. I like this a lot better. Disney, get your stuff together. Now, if you guys are claustrophobic, this may not be the excursion for you, but the AC here is pretty good. It's nice and cool. Like, it has a good, plus they got fans going, so this is going to be the front, I'm hoping. But it's probably going to be the back. And that's going to be the front. So it's a pretty good sized submarine. Semi-submersible. Got myself a nice window view to see the fishes. Honestly, this submarine is so smooth. It's just very little rocky, but you don't realize that you're actually moving. I mean, I thought the engines were just kicking out, but no, you're actually going. And they said they're going to take us into the little preserve area where all the fishes are. So that'll be cool. After that, we'll be able to go on top and look down at the ocean. Hopefully feed on us. I want to feed fishes. It's nice and up here. So the water's so blue. I mean, compared to Long Beach, it's so murky and green, but here it's so blue and green. God, it's so beautiful. I truly have felt over the sea. That's why I like taking so many cruises, because something about like the smell of the ocean, the blue, right now, it's the best.
MPA, that is a marine protected area.
Look at
This is one of 9 MPAs on the island. It has been established as so since 1960. The scope is routinely patrolled by Fish and Game officers and our local harbor patrol officers as well.
Oh my God!
To ensure there's no take of marine life at any level.
Beautiful.
There's no fishing, spearfishing, or netting allowed. Now, as we approach our first feeding spot, we'll be able to tell shortly that these fish are very familiar with our boat.
I think I'm just going to keep it rolling for a while. Look at that.
And if you do have any questions along the tour, please feel free to ask.
Look at all right in the, you can see the bottom. Look at them. Look at, they're following the submarine because they know there's food around. Shit, I would do the same thing. If I would get fed food instead of go hunting for it. Oh. Look at that. There's little orange ones. Okay. Look at that. Stop it. Oh my God, look at that school. Look at all that.
Alright, now it does look like we've approached that feeding spot. These fish are looking hungry to me. I'll be right back.
Oh, so they're gonna feed them. Look at all that. Mom, Dad, Dave, looks like this is definitely an excursion that we would like. I would definitely do this again. Oh, there it goes. Swim away. Oh my God. Look at that side there. Look They're feeding the fish and they know where to go. Look at them. Delicious. Oh my god, look at it. There's so much fish. Oh, looks like they're feeding right there. Look how big they are. Pretty cool. Yep, they're chumming the water. Look. Oh my god. Their eyes are, some of them are blue, some of them are beautiful. Looks like the bigger ones overpower the little ones, but still. If anyone knows what type of fish they are, please comment down below because they are beautiful. They're like gray with a little white spot on their top fin, by their top fin. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What do you do? Swim, swim, swim. Do swim. Ooh, that bright orange one. Set on the screen. It's a beautiful orange. Look at them just live their lives. Ooh. Look, they know we have food. They're going to be looking for it. Where's he at? Him or it? They. Look at it. It knows we have food. He's just straight up looking at us. Look at him stay. God, they are beautiful. This may be a long video, but I'm okay with it, and I hope you guys are too, because literally the view that we have is breathtaking. Look at them. Look at that one with the blue eye. You can even see I'm so excited, you can see the bottom of the ocean. Oh my god. Look at the ones in the very back. The light gray and dark gray. They're saying come up a little more. The dark gray ones, I won't say they're probably more. Oh, look at this big boy. I'll say these dark gray ones are the more dominant ones, and the light gray ones are probably not as dominant. If you see an orange one, those ones are a little too small. I think they probably get overpowered by the rest of themselves. Still, some blue ones too. Look at that. There's a little orange one coming up. So you see it? There he is. There he is. Look at it. I found you, mother. Oh. Look at them. They know there's food around, so they keep on circling the sub.
This is really
Those fish do get that name from the opalescent color of those eyes. And then the ones with the checkerboard pattern with a lot of white dots on them, those are the calico bass. Those bass are a pretty resilient species because they can live over 35 years.
Oh, wow.
And then if you did see the orange ones in the distance, those ones are the Garibaldi. So those Garibaldi are the California saltwater state fish. So they are heavily protected inside and outside of this preserve.
Okay, so
There's a lot of Garibaldi on the island, but they're not as friendly as the others. They're actually known to be very territorial, so they don't come up to the window or try and, you know, be next to the other fish. They're territorial over their nests and whatnot. So they're actually known to take on bigger species, kind of fight them off out of their areas. Any take of that Garibaldi, if caught, does result in a $1,500 fine.
long story short, don't touch the
And
orange
then
fish.
the last of the 4 common species you're seeing are the half moon. Those half moon are the bluish gray ones with the black dot on their head. And that dot is a defensive mechanism known as false eyes. Those eyes do ward off any predators.
So now we're going to go into our second feeding point. We're at the first one, now it's going to be the second.
And so far today, the visibility conditions are pretty fair. Last couple days they have been a bit stirred up due to a strong current and surge on shore.
Look at that. You can see the bottom.
Now it does look like we're approaching Avalon Point.
So they're going to be feeding the fish again. That's why they've been following us, because they know this is the food truck? Yeah, we're going to the food truck. Look at them, they have some of our monsters. And those little orange ones are the state fish, she said. If you touch them, hurt them, or hunt them, that's a $15 fine. So, like I said, long story short, don't touch them. Look, but don't touch. There they go, they're feeding them again. Look at them, they lost one. This is definitely a family excursion. It is so worth it. Look at them. You should stand me down. You gotta show. You're facing a little red light. Look at that. They said these fish are going to live up to 30 years. Is that 30 years in the wild or 30 years in captivity? I wonder if there's a difference. These are good size. These are both good sized fish. Thank you.
You need to walk all the way around. Thank you.
We really didn't travel that far. Now, so we're doing pretty much a harbor cruise. We're pretty much on top of the submarine. We're not going to be going back down to where we were. Look at that. Look how high the North Star is on Quantum. She is a big ship. Like I said, I would definitely be going back on her. I really enjoyed Quantum a lot. They were saying that another protected reef is going to be over by the casino, but that's for more snorkeling and diving. Such a beautiful. Oh, that's Catalina Express. So that goes from Catalina and Long Beach. Look at that. I want to say maybe it takes about 30 minutes to an hour to get from Catalina to Long Beach, so it's not that bad. And do daily runs. I know some people just come out there for the night. There are little hotels, but there's our tender boats, the 2-decker red and white ones. How beautiful that is. And it's not a hot day. It's really nice and breeze. A boat will be back in front. Right, so if I see one out there, would I do that? Maybe. Maybe not. But it would be a bucket list thing to do. That's the thing about cruises. You get all kinds of little bucket list things that you normally can't do. Like, cruising just makes it more easy to book your excursions and do things that take a little more time and effort. You really just go either do the app or to their shore excursions and book it right then and there. As of like, when you go to like running on your own, you kind of have to find the company that will be doing it, but literally, cruise ship does all that for you. Now, I'm not a spokesperson for cruise ships, but like literally, that's how you can find the cruise you up there is the casino. So there's another over there that was announced for Smuggler Links. We did walk in, they call it the casino, but it's more just a ballroom. Then on the other side, that's more another beach where you can go swimming too. And we are.
I think that would be west.
This is definitely where just like a short excursion is over.
Might be some background.
This is definitely a go-to excursion. Now we can go back to the island and see what trouble we get into. Not literally, but they get the seagull. Seagull? Yep, seagull. We could have shrimp and chips. Here. Kind of, but then I don't. I might just go to Vaughn's and just grab a couple essentials, then probably head back to the ship. If you guys do plan on booking that cruise or plan on doing it, cruise excursion, it is totally worth it. It is totally family friendly, and literally how much fish we saw for a short amount of time, plus the semi-submersible, it was nice and cool. They had the AC going and fans circulating. It was so worth it for, I think it was like $45 they would have paid. I'll double check at the end, but honestly, I would definitely be back to do this with my family, because honestly, it's not too long but not too short. It's just right enough to do a little excursion, but yet still have time to, or plenty of time to go walk around your port, which is Catalina. But now I'm going to make my way to Vaughn's because I need some essentials. It happens all the time. I always try to keep my cruise or my travel bag or backpack always stocked, but I've been going through some of my supplies in my backpack, so I have plenty of supplies, but I need like one or two things just to put in here, so it's good for traveling. Yeah, if you guys do need something that's not available on the cruise ship, and Catalina, they do have Avon's. This one, I know I was here before, but for some reason it took me a little longer to find. But if you are looking for it, it's going to be on Summer Avenue. So that's where it's going to be. I literally got some pistachios. I hope I'm allowed to take them back on board because they're very sealed. Some roasted pistachios and a toenail clipper. A tall thing at its finest. But I think I'm probably going to make my way back to the ship now. I've done my excursion. I've been to Avalon many times. Was walking in and out of some of the stores. A lot of them have somewhat of the same merchandise, which is kind of normal for a port, but still, it's still good to see variety if it makes sense. But I might grab iced coffee, I may not, but I get free iced coffee on board. Well, I technically paid for it with my drink package, so I may just grab an iced coffee, get on North Star, and that might be it for the day. Live for life, for the say less. Look at that. Floating, having a good time, rafting. I know I've been to Avalon quite a few times. I think these rails are new because look how shiny they are. Compared to the old ones look very worn, but these look very new. I kind of like that.
Come on, wipe your hands too.
Even though I know it's been a while since they've been Avalon, but still, they look brand new. They're very shiny. Like I keep saying, they're very shiny, but they're nice. And I am walking back to the ship. Well, not walk. I want to take the tender back to the ship. It's such a beautiful day here in Avalon. And just like that, my trip to Avalon is done. Like I said, now I'm heading back to the boat. I believe I am probably going to go back to my room for sure, probably freshen up. If not, go see if they have any available showings or times available for the North Star, then grab something to eat. Preferably some fruit because it is a very warm day. I already had a banana this morning, so I got my potassium. All is good. But yeah, I did do my short excursion and I went to Barnes to go pick up some pistachios and toenail clippers. Then I also got hot Cheetos. Go figure, right? Cannot get away from the hot Cheetos, but I've been craving them for such a long time. We are making our way back to the quantum of the seas. There's a beautiful lady. Look at Pinky. And I was just checking the cruise app. Which I really like is that you're able to use their cruise app when you're not on the ship, so you don't have to be connected to Wi-Fi to see the activities. But right now they have a lot of offerings for the North Star, so I may just go directly up to that so I can go do a North Star and then go back to my room, because that's what I really want to do. I mean, it may be a little scary, but to be that high above sea level on the ship is pretty cool. Oh my god, look at that. Pinky looks so small when you're at the land, but literally I can't. I just can't. I'm so thankful that I'm able to cruise. It's honestly, it's one of the best feelings ever when I'm able to do this. It is, I love it. I love cruising. I've ever spent all my money on cruising and traveling the world and other things. Look at her. I can't get over her. She is such a beautiful ship. And she's not even the biggest ship that where Caribbean has to offer. Look at her. Thing too, she's very well kept up. Look at her. I can't. I just can't. She is such a beautiful ship. Okay, getting back on board was super easy. But look at Royal, they have all their stuff together. You have a nice cute area for getting back on. Oh, multiple metal detectors just for coming back on the ship. I like this. Royal Caribbean is so organized. Well, folks, I believe that's it for today's adventure. that excursion in Catalina was so much fun. It was like 45 minutes, but honestly, it was so much fun, and the amount of fish that we saw, it was kind of like a little not history. I want to say history. Anyways, it was like a little knowledge too, so you actually got to learn some cool fun facts about the fish that we saw in one of our saltwater state fishes, which was actually pretty cool. But anyways, if you did like today's adventure, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell button, so every time I upload an adventure, you guys will be the first to know. And I've been looking at my stats through YouTube. A lot of you guys are new subscribers. Why don't you hit that subscribe? It would work if I can get out. Hit that subscribe button so we can have fun adventures. And I'll see you guys on the next adventure.